And his hat, too. Holy cow, that's a nice hat, isn't it? I think so. How's everybody doing? Good? Yes? All right, excellent. What can I tell you? Like Cream said, my name's Tom Van Horn. My full name is Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. Doesn't get any whiter than that right there. I know, it's shocking, doesn't it? Thomas Edward Van Horn, boom, IV, right there. Sounds like I should own the building. And I'll be talking to 40 people for $20 on a Friday night, so somebody messed up somewhere. I guess it was me. So, yeah, I actually did that Ancestry DNA thing to see how far, just came back, started apologizing immediately. So that's pretty wide right there. So I thought I was rich growing up, that name, every time I heard it growing up. Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. I'm like, that's a great name. Holy cow, you must have tons of money. And as I got older, I found out sometimes being the fourth can mean your parents have cash, and sometimes it just means they have no creativity. That's all it was. My grandfather, my dad, the dog, and me. The dog hurt. That would hurt, yeah. My mom would be outside. My mom would just call out, Thomas Edward Van Horn, and we'd all have to wait. The third, the dog would get up and do it. I swore if I ever had a son, I'd break the cycle. Because, third, anybody a junior here? Junior's popular, named after your dad. This third, you'll hear once in a while. The fourth, now you're just getting lazy as parents, right? I mean, come on. Pick up a baby name book, throw some Scrabble letters against the wall, change it up a little bit. I swore if I ever had a son, I'd break the cycle, and I did. His name's Elizabeth. And he doesn't like it, but it had to be done. So, married? Anybody married? Clap if you're married. I didn't see the beginning of the show here. Wow, there's an exciting applause. All right, good. How long have you been married, sir?
25 years.
25, nice. Anybody over 25, no? Anybody over? That's the number to hit? Well done, 25. Yeah. You can clap if you want. You go on a honeymoon back then?
What?
Did you go on a honeymoon? Where'd you go?
Tuscany.
Tuscany. Ooh, you had a little money too. Well done, sir. Well played. Wow, that's in New Jersey, right? Tuscany? Isn't that next to Wildwood, I think? Wildwood, Tuscany, and then Atlantic City. Right down the Garden State Parkway, I think, right? That's cool, Tussie. Yeah, I just celebrated 25 years, so there you go. Well, I made you. Yeah. Don't have to clap. She's not here. Forget it. Yeah, I'm in a mixed marriage too, which I always tell guys: mix it up, diversify, has its advantages. I can tell my wife's really angry at me because she'll start yelling at me in Spanish, which 25 years in I still don't get because she's Japanese. What are you gonna do? You just gotta know when they're mad. That's the whole key to marriage. Am I right, sir? Just know when they're angry. My wife's angry at me right now. We went to a birthday party last week. I got hammered. I'll admit it. I think birthday parties, that's what it's for. My nephew turned 1. Why not, right? Have you ever been to a 1-year-old's birthday? Is that the most boring day in your life right there? Why are we still doing birthdays for 1-year-olds? Nobody remembers your first birthday. You probably can't remember your 5th birthday at this point in your life, right? Remember the COVID pandemic, the cute videos on the Today Show? You could have birthdays for kids and just show people driving by the kid's house with signs that happy birthday, Timmy, we can't come in. Sorry. In the car, they're going, thank God we can't go in. Thank God. Yeah, back for 1-year-olds at least, right? 1-year-old birthday. I was there for 5 hours for a 1-year-old's birthday party. 4 hours later, he was on a blanket, drool coming down the side of his mouth. I was the same way at 5 hours. I'm like, let's get out. I'm ready to get out of here. I tell every young couple I meet, parents, when you have your first kid, when they turn 1, save your money, just slap some cake on their face at their first birthday, right? Take 20 pictures, show it to them down the room, go, you had a great party that year. You did. We brought back Barney, we had some strippers, it was an amazing afternoon. But I had to do it, I had my own kids, you got the stuff. You have kids, 25 men? How many you got?
2.
2, what are their age?
22 and 19.
Well done, well grouped, yeah, yes. See, I screwed up there too. I have a 22-year-old and a 13-year-old, yeah. Too big of a gap, okay? And when you have kids, you do like them, you bang them out quick and together, that's the key. It's gotta be like 12, 11, 10 and a half, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Bang out 4 nines if you can do it, So they just do all their stuff in the same window, right? 22, 13. I didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese for 16 years because of that stuff. Okay? 2-year difference are all going to Chuck E. Cheese in the same window. Now, me, 12 years at Chuck E. Cheese, and you're off back to Chuck E. Cheese for 10 years. Talk about Shawshank Redemption. Holy cow. I probably dropped $10,000 at Chuck E. Cheese. I went to show for his 2 rubber spiders and a Chinese finger puzzle I can't figure out that's still in your bedroom. My youngest kid just asked me the other day, he goes, where am I going to go to college? I'm like, you blew it on Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. You got the coupons? Maybe they'll take the tickets, you know? What a mess. Thank God I'm over that era. Have you ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese, Dave & Buster's, right? It's just Vegas for kids, right? Just teaching kids how to gamble. That's all it is. Go in, right? They're all coked up on Dr. Pepper, run around screaming at you like Lord of the Flies. Tokens, tokens, I need more tokens, tokens! Dude, right? I remember I pulled up one time, my 2 kids were outside chain smoking candy cigarettes. I need 30 tickets for a Hot Wheels show. There's all the good prize are 50,000 tickets, right? The Hot Wheels card, it costs them $2, it's going to cost you $500 by the time your kid has 50,000 tickets. The last time I told my wife, the kid was like 12 a year ago. I said, I'm like, you gotta go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, I'm not going. I'll take him to Hooters. I don't care. At the time in Jersey, there was a billboard in Jersey. Kids under 12 eat for free at Hooters on Thursdays. I told my wife, I'll watch him all day Thursday, you know. I can eat for free and I can find out if he's gay or whatever. My wife asked that question when we had our first kid. We wouldn't be surprised, you know, back in those days, 2 years ago, they didn't have these, you know, big reveal parties, you know, that burn down half the neighborhood when it goes wrong, right? So we wouldn't be surprised, right? First kid, we had the little thing, right? Someone with a monitor there, and then one night we're watching TV, my wife got all serious. She goes, what if it turns out to be a boy? And one day it turns out to be gay. She goes, would you still love him? Right? And I'm like, what kind of question is that? You know? I don't even know if I'm going to love him if he turns out to be straight. He could be a psycho, you know, somebody grows up. I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer's parents were all gung-ho when he was 3. Right? Like, go get him, Jeffrey, go get him! Not like that, get back here, no biting the other kids. Get in here. Drop the dead squirrel, what are you doing? Kids are rough and they're expensive, right? Anybody else have these kids? Holy cow, man. I just read it. From the time a kid's born to like 18 now, it costs you like over $250,000 to raise a kid, right? And you can't even write off depreciation. That's what's sad, right? Wouldn't that be great? You can write off depreciation all the time. Oh, it just drive you crazy. I moved out of New York because of my kids. I used to live on 86 in Columbus. Having a great time with my wife, had the kids, ended up in the Bronx. Yeah, that was an apprehensive day. I never stepped foot in the Bronx, so I moved my whole family to the Bronx. Scared the hell out of us. Halfway over the Broadway Bridge, I just start hearing it. Oh my God, move to the Bronx, we get killed, turn the car around. What the hell? That was our GPS unit. That's he doesn't even want to go. So turn the car around, tom. Plus I'm old, you know, I'm older now, you know, my youngest kid's only 13. I've always got this pressure to try to stay in shape, you know, I don't want to be like a douchey dad, you know, have my kid going, hey Dad, let's go out of the cash. I'd be like, Dad can't get off the couch. I didn't know you were coming, you were surprised. I know if I told you that. Yeah, go get me a beer, just go get me a beer. And roll the ball to me, just roll to me. Every year I try to stay, get a little, you know. This summer I tried jogging. Anybody jog? No? You don't look like the jogging crowd, but I figure I'd throw it out there. In the Bronx, it's often confused with running for your life, but I went for it. You ever just start jogging? I went first time, I thought, 4 blocks. I just said, screw it. You ever quit that quick? You know what I mean? My beer was going everywhere. My flip-flops kept coming off on the sidewalk. I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm going to stop right now. I just had my physical, so that didn't help. You ever quit drinking 2 days before your physical? Like, that's going to change something. I'll stop drinking for 2 days. That's going to change the whole algorithm right there. Like your doctor's going to go, hey, you quit drinking for 2 days. Well, there you go. There you go. And they always ask you that question, too, which I love. How many alcoholic drinks do you consume per week? Right? Every time. This time I just went, dude, you know me. I'm going to throw out a number, you know it's a lie. I know it's a lie, so put 25 in it, please. Put 25. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks a lot. Have fun. Have fun. Everybody.